So I was part of a mass layoff and today was my...
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be talking about more and more people are getting fired from their jobs. So I've put the stitches together so that you watch. I'll be back to share my truth.
So I was part of a mass layoff and today was my last day of work. And yeah, I don't really know what to do with layoffs. Like, I'm not experienced in them. I don't think anyone is. And it's been a really weird day today. I didn't know what to do with myself. So I just did a workout and now I'm putting together my dinner. I did feel like I was expecting this and I had like warning. So I feel really lucky for that because I have already started my job search and I have 4 months of severance. So I have a little cushion time, but with the way the economy is going, I'm actually super nervous about finding a job. I think what scares me the most is I actually bought my own place a couple years ago and I can't make my mortgage payments with EI. So I know I have a definitive timeline to find a job and I'm terrified, if I'm being quite honest. The other thing that I'm super nervous about is being able to afford my food because gluten-free food is more expensive than average food. I'm also very lucky that I have the support of my family if I need anything, but I also know that my parents are old and they're retired, so leaning on them for support isn't the right thing to be doing right now. I also think I felt a lot of shame when I found out I was losing my job, and it literally was nothing based on performance, but I still felt like I'd done something wrong and I was to blame. I've gotten past that now and I know that it's just how the workforce is, but definitely something hard to get past. I know that a lot of people are going through this right now. Layoffs are crazy, left, right, and center in North America right now, and it's just really sad to see with inflation, people losing their jobs and not being able to afford to put food on the table for their families. And so just know you're not alone. We're all going through this, and we can lean on each other for support because this is a really, really weird time, and I feel like no one's talking about it.
I got laid off from my corporate job that I've had for the last 2 years, and I've had a few days to process it now, so let's talk about it. So I worked as a recruiter, and I was one of many people that got laid off, and it was sad because I really did like my job. Like, I loved my team, I liked what I did day to day, so now I'm kind of in this limbo of what do I do next? I mean, most people naturally, they get laid off and they immediately start looking for new jobs, and that's what people keep asking me, like, are you interviewing yet? Do you need like connections? Do you want resume help? Like all that stuff. But hot, kind of controversial take is I am just gonna take some time off. And I know that sounds crazy, but I am 24 years old. I've been saving for literally my whole life, so I'm prepared for this. And I make extra income on the side through TikTok, so it's not like I'm just sitting around doing nothing. And honestly, like, it sounds really selfish, but like if I have the means to, why not? Like, why not just chill for a few months and see where it takes me? I think Gen Z has really realized that like working a corporate job that you're not passionate about for the rest of your life is just really, really depressing. And I feel like I kind of had this opportunity given to me, so I'm just gonna see where it goes, like take some time to figure out my life. Like, what do I want to do? Like, follow some passions. I don't know. I literally have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure it out. Point is, right now I'm young. I don't have kids, a house, a mortgage. I don't really have anything depending on me, so right now is probably the best and only time I'll have to do this.
Y'all, my corporate job just fired me. I went in today all nicely dressed like I am, and you know, they sat me down and told me they were letting me go. After 6 years at this company, I am no longer there. And you know what? I'm not even upset. Is that bad? Is that bad not to feel upset about the situation? Like, I've been getting questions from family and they're like, how do you feel? And my response to them has literally been, I feel free. The reason, before y'all even get, you know, to thinking that it was because of something that I posted on here, it was not. It was because of budget cuts, and not only was I let go, but others were too. So yeah, that was still surprising to me. I mean, I immediately asked in my, I guess, exit, just want to make sure that this is not about performance, and they clarified this is not about your performance. This is solely based on, you know, us not getting the grants and these things that we thought we were getting, and us having to cut back. And so I had to write it all down as they were talking, because I had to make sure, like, what after 6 years? I know God has a plan for me. I've been blessed with almost 18,000 of you on this platform, and I am so thankful. I hope they never take this platform away, because I am so thankful for you all. And just know that it's about to come. Like, when y'all see me, just know. Just know it's because, baby, that job let her go. I'm gonna have more for y'all. I don't have much now. I'm still kind of in shock, but not upset. Feel like God puts you in certain positions in your life. He makes you do stuff that you wouldn't do. Like, I would have never put myself in this position to be even a little bit uncomfortable, but he did that for me. I just know there's something big coming. I know there's something big. So y'all gonna see a lot more of me. So get ready, and please share these videos with a friend. Please send the links to a friend. Tell them to come follow your girl, because we got so much coming. I'm gonna be sharing everything. I'm gonna be sharing corporate stuff. I'm gonna be sharing. I should still show up for y'all as if, you know, nothing has changed. So don't get it twisted. We're still here, and we're about to grind this out.
Guys, so I got fired today, right? Wait. So I lost my job today. It's like a breakup. Oh my god. I went to the office today. My manager was just like to me, oh god, we need to talk to you. Come downstairs. And I was like, okay, what did I do wrong? Both my managers are sitting there, and they're just like, there's no easy way to say this, but we're making you redundant. And I'm like, whoa. Doesn't that mean I'm fired in a fancy way? They were like to me, do you have any questions? Like, give me a minute, I need to go cry quickly. So I ran upstairs and I was like bawling my eyes out, guys. I was so like, what do you mean? What do you mean I got fired? Did I do something wrong? And I can't lie to you, I can't help but feel like I did something wrong, just because, I don't know, people don't get fired unless they do something wrong. But I was rest assured it was nothing that I did wrong. They were just doing some budget cuts, and I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it. I feel like I understood where they're coming from, so I'm okay with it. But I just want to share the experience with you guys while it's still fresh. I even came back home and I did my makeup, and I'm trying to shoot a YouTube video, because now this YouTube career really gotta kick off, because I can't be bothered to find a new job. But yeah, with that being said, if anyone's hiring, please hit me up.
So I just got fired from my new job after just 3 days of working there. I honestly didn't want to share this because I felt so ashamed by everything that happened, and I practically only told like my parents and maybe 2 people in my life. Like, I kept it hush hush. But the few people that I did speak to about this said how it was a very effed situation on the clinic's end, and it would be important to shed light onto this. So long story short, I had this new position at this clinic. I was super excited. The pay was okay. Right off the bat, I kind of noticed a lot of red flags with this place, but I was trying to give like the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, this is just like a new working environment, like we're still trying to like reorganize and restructure. But there were just like so many things that told me to run, like the employee turnover rate, the anxiety attacks that my coworkers would get. My coworkers would literally like cry in their cars on their lunch breaks. Like, one of the days we had just opened and my coworker was literally shaking with anxiety, and because she was fearful of our boss. So like, just not good vibes in that type of environment, you feel? And like, I was the one that was kind of telling everybody, like, just give yourselves grace. Like, it's only like the first week. Like, we're gonna be fine. We just gotta work out the kinks. Yeah, bitch, I was wrong. It literally took one and only interaction with my boss to learn that I was not gonna be able to grow. I was not gonna be able to learn, and I was not gonna be able to think outside of the box with my creative skills. And I was working social media and marketing for this place. So creativity is very integral with my position. Basically, I was being paid to just use templates, stock images, and some really ugly ass fonts. And look, the pay was not terrible, so I mean, if you want to pay me to do that, then great, fine, whatever. What I will not stand for is disrespect. I'm not going to go into all the details of the conversation that I had with my boss, but I will mention that I tried to respectfully request for me to go outside and take a breather because I was literally stressed out and I wasn't going to keep myself in a situation where I was being talked down upon, so I wanted to go outside to take a breather for a quick second. I told her that I would be back. She insisted on wanting to speak. I insisted on wanting to keep that boundary. And that's whenever my boss did this to me. Not once, but twice. And in that moment, I had to remind a grown-ass adult that I am too a grown-ass adult. Now, I totally understand that you can't really avoid conflict in a working environment, and you're not always gonna see eye to eye with your boss. Like, that's definitely gonna be normal. But to literally do this to a grown-ass adult while they're trying to express their feelings or set boundaries, that's fucking disrespectful. Then after that moment, I was told that I was not going to be a good fit, it wasn't going to work out, and I honestly took that as a blessing in disguise. No matter what job you're in, no matter how much somebody is paying you, as an employee, you do not deserve to be placed in a situation where you are constantly being disrespected, talked down upon, and shushed. Anyways, I have been applying for many jobs after that whole ordeal happened, and I'm not gonna lie, this whole situation has placed me in a very financially and mentally stressful situation. I found myself in a really dark place yesterday, kind of beating myself up, kind of telling myself that I literally just hit rock bottom, I didn't have a job, my finances are basically shit. I felt like I didn't really have anybody to talk to, so of course I felt isolated, and of course I felt literally have nothing going for me anymore. I allowed myself to feel, I allowed myself to cry it all out and to have a pity party and woe is me. And then the entire day today, I kind of just spent it just going ham with job applications. So the moral of the story is, when one door closes, another door is going to open. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it will. And when God removes, it is literally going to be the biggest blessing in disguise, which it may not.
I just got let go from my job without a warning. At all. Nothing. I didn't see it coming at all. And I get paid through today, and that's it. And what's shocking to me is I had no warning. Not a clue. Not a freaking clue. But if we as employees, if we just up and quit, like we're not hireable, like we don't give a 2-week notice, that's shameful. But companies can literally just call you and be like, hey, no, today's your last day. And I was working. I was doing my work. I was a recruiter. You can't make people say yes to wanting to try to talk to you about a job opportunity. Oh, man. And I'm a single mom. I don't even know what to think or to feel. There's so many things running through my head, and I know that I'm not the only one. I have a bunch of friends that have gotten let go with so many layoffs and everything. You're not alone. And I think it's gonna be okay, but I'm scared.
So I'm actually here to inform you that today is your last day at Captivate.
So this happened to me. In June of 2020, in the midst of the pandemic, a company just fired me. They just let me go. No notice, no nothing. I'm making this video so you guys can tap in, especially Black women and women of color. Please tap in so that you can notice the signs that you might possibly be fired soon. If your boss starts suddenly asking for a detailed, report on what you're working on when she never used to ask you for it, that could be a telltale sign. Because a lot of times they have to create a paper trail that shows that you are not performing to their standards. Number 2, you get left off emails. And that's like the biggest one. When you find that you are not being included in important tasks and conversations, that is the biggest red flag that they are thinking about canning your ass. Number 3 is they start lessening your load. So they start taking core responsibilities off your plate. Number 4 is more of a social thing. Maybe you don't get invited to lunch anymore. And listen, you gotta tap in because those office politics will get you every time. You stop getting invited to lunch, small talk stops. You just feel a barrier between you and your coworkers or between you and your boss. Unfortunately, a lot of times in corporate environments, other people know you're going to be fired before you do. Really, no one else is supposed to know other than maybe HR and the people that you report to. But in the real world, I promise you, a lot of the people that you work with already knew you were on the chopping block. So pay attention. If people are staring at you a lot or, whispering when you walk by, yeah. And really, my advice is keep your resume sharp. Please keep your resume sharp and stay in touch with good recruiters because you never think it's going to happen to you until it happens to you. Again, these people are not your family. They do not love you, especially if you are a Black woman. Keep that resume up to date. I cannot stress that enough. And when they fired me, you know what's crazy? My boss didn't even talk to me. HR called me and fired me. The woman who hired me and who I would talk to every day for the past year never spoke to me again.
That's a video, guys. I'm just here also to share my 2 cents, like what I think about today's video. More and more people are being fired from these jobs. Okay, so most of the companies are saying no, they're restructuring their company, they're cutting costs, like it's becoming too much because of the epidemic, the corona which was there. Like these are the excuses which are just giving at this point, and people are just losing their jobs. They're forgetting that people are supposed to pay their bills, and they're not preparing these people that they're going to lose their jobs. They're just going to say it that's there and then. And how do you expect people to pay their bills if you just tell me today that you've let go of you? Okay, so someone is expecting to pay rent next month, right? And they're telling me we have let go like that. It's really crazy. And one thing which I've seen a lot of people affected mostly are the older ones. Older ones are being like laid off like that after working for a company for so long, dedicating all their years. I've seen women who say I've worked for this company for 45 years. So meaning I've worked on this company my whole youth. And after this woman reached 60 or this man reached 60 or 50, they want to let go of her because they feel like they need someone who's younger, someone who's cheaper, and someone who doesn't even request a lot of things. So they just want someone who can do the job without standing up for themselves, especially if they come from the toxic environment, if the work is a toxic environment. Once you stand up for yourself, you're let go. They're going to show you a way like you can go. Okay, people are failing to speak up with these jobs. When you speak up and you stand up for yourself, like saying, oh, this is toxic, this is what they're going to let you say, the job is done. And I've seen videos where women, they come, and mostly in these cases, most women are let go easily. Okay, they're let go easily, especially if these women, they come from homes where they're having kids, because they say women have they don't really work the job the way they want, because mostly they'll say they're sick, or maybe the kid is sick, all these excuses. So if you observe from any job, you find women are the ones who are going to be cut off first, then a little bit of the men. And this has been happening for years. I think people have been talking about it, and I'm going to speak it up like that. And the women who just do good jobs. Okay, I think women should given better chances with that. And I think people should also improve in the way they fire people. Okay, there's no way you're just fired today. I think you should give you some grace period, telling you so that you prepare, start looking for it. And you guys, you know how hard it is at this point. Like the job market is cooked. Even if you go around and start looking for a job today, you won't be able to find it. People been sending 1,000 applications. Like I saw a video where a man came and say, I'm looking for a job. It's been like 5 months, but I'm applying 2,000 applications. I've only gotten like 10, and these people, they didn't even give me a job. Some of these people, they didn't even got me back. Like they didn't tell me their response if I'm going to get the job or something. They're just keeping quiet. Like no one is been hiring. And why are you firing people if no one is hiring? Like this is so heartbreaking. I know the feeling of losing a job. Okay, because I've lost a job before. Like I was just literally laid off from the hospital, saying that they don't need my services. Okay, and I was so heartbroken. Okay, that was my first laid off from a work which I loved so much the most. I was working with it to my core. And this is when I realized, like, even if you can be loyal to a company, they can just lay you off in the blink of an eye and just start wondering, what did I do wrong? Like, I did everything what you needed, but why are you letting me go like so easy? And a lot of people are facing that. Like, so people are having burnout, working so hard for the profit of this company. Like, you're literally not even profiting. You're getting only little salary. Okay, they're giving low wages, of course, and they go on and just lay you off like that. It's crazy. And I know the experience. If you ever been laid off, comment down below. You know how crazy, how tricky it is for you to stand up, to start looking for another job. Like, literally, you feel numb with it. Okay, it's so heartbreaking. Like, you start thinking of applying for new jobs. You're not even sure if you're going to get it or not. Like, I think this company they need to do better. Like do better next time. Okay. So it's not like really easy. It's not like really easy being laid off from the company, which you never saw them like they're going to let go of you so easy like that. Okay. So it's crazy how everything is happening and how people are suffering. The cost of living is up and there's a lot of people firing. At the end of the day, people are going homeless because they can't afford even to parent. They can't afford to do nothing. They can't afford to eat because of the same laid off. Like you are firing people and people are going to suffer. Okay, they're going to suffer in their communities. Okay, and the people who suffer the most are the people who benefit from this person, because if this woman has children, meaning the children are benefiting from her, they're not going to have food. And check how many people are suffering because of you letting go of this person. Okay, so I think we need to be human when we're letting go of people, and we need to have proper reasons, not because you just want to lay off the people, you want to start hiring the AI. You feel like the AI is cheaper than that. Then where are these human going to? Where are you taking all these people? Where on earth are you taking all these people? Yeah, so that's a video for today. Really humbled for you to watch. Kindly leave a comment for me and tell me what you think. Have you ever been laid off before, or have you ever been fired from your job? Like what's happening? What's next? What are you going to do? All right. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye.